Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch him now, Barney!
In the middle of the ground attack here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Martin throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Lucky 56.
Now Martin throwing on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Gun!
Operating from the gun, Martin. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Willis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Martin now. From the gun, he'll throw. Throw left side complete. That's Armstrong. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
And rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they're definitely taken.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
They're going to look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
first down carry for Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Martin to throw on second down. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it. And the Bengals have recovered it.
What part do they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
To throw is Martin on first down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Here's Martin operating from the gun. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down. Martin finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Leopard!
Now Martin on 1st and 10. Flushed out right, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. To throw on 2nd down, Martin. This one complete, right side to McDonald. the 20, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 36 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Mixon, shedding the tackle. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Lutz puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Tackled by Jordan Willis. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Martin now looking to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Martin throwing on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. To throw is Martin. To throw again. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it first and 10. Here's Martin. From the gun, he'll throw. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Martin. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Now Martin operating from the gun. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. In for the score. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10.
Gun! Now let's go! Blue, landed!
They'll throw now on the final play. Got his man complete over the middle. That's low. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue, landed!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Lutz now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Gone!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Martin caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
Martin now. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll run it here. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Martin to throw on second down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Carl Lawson able to get him for a loss of about 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Martin. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Willis in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And the Colts adding to their total as they're able to stretch their lead in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now it's a former Raven. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7.
Here we go.
It's 1st and 10.
3-19.
He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Lutz now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. To throw is Martin on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Martin on 1st and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Martin operating from the gun. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From the gun, Martin. Stepping up, he'll try and run. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Now a handoff to Henry, and they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Watch him now, Marty!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Martin now from the gun, he'll throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. in for the score. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Back to throw. Martin throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot! Hurry up, here we go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Watch it now, Barney!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
3-19.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On second down, here's Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Martin to throw on third down. Wide open receiver complete. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Football League, Charles, you